My government is making efforts to soon make Andhra Pradesh a preferred destination for IT companies. 8 IT companies have already started corporations at the new IT service park in Vijayawada. Visakhapatnam is being developed as a fintech hub of national and international importance. Tirupati is being developed as an electronic cluster. Many leading companies have already set up their plans. My government has put in place several technological interfaces such as online feeder monitoring system, geotagging of agricultural borewells, smart metering installation, utilization of Kaizala application for seamless interaction among the employees during implementation of government programs and HT consumers. My government has implemented the innovative fiber grid, providing a package wherein speed, video, TV with all channels, 3 phone facilities would be provided to all 149 per month. As a pilot project, Mori village in East Godavari district has been developed with the assistance of some global companies in becoming fully Internet of Things compliant, transforming the rural economy. The village stands as an e-example in the country with the accessibility of Wi-Fi, Internet connectivity, cable TV in all its households and moving towards less cash economy. Success of this project, pilot project, has encouraged us to scale it to 5 assembly constituencies in the first phase. My government has been advocating demonetization of high denomination currency notes. It is indeed a welcome move by the Union government to announce the demonetization of Rs 1,500 notes on 8th November 2016. It will go a long way in flushing out black money from our economy and cleans our political system of slush money. My government has taken several initiatives to alleviate the temporary hardships of the people due to the non-availability of cash after the high-value notes were no longer legal tender. My government has turned a difficult situation into an opportunity and encouraged people to switch over to digital transactions by incentivizing digital payment. We plan to achieve significant progress towards a less cash economy in the coming days. We strongly believe that low transaction costs for digital payment in comparison to cash transactions will give encouragement to digital economy. My government will take all steps in this regard. My government believes that in order to achieve the objective of fully weeding out black money and make our electoral process honest and transparent, some more efforts like zero tolerance policy towards corruption, effective system of accountability and transparency in governance, demonetization of high-value currency notes and other steps are also called for. We are committed to offer IT-based solutions to address public grievances and redress individual problems. Under the e-Pragati, real-time data could be collected with effective use of technology in programs like electrification, cleanliness and pollution control. In our endeavor to make service delivery more transparent and responsive, my government is proposing to make all citizen services online as part of e-Pragati. My government has declared 2017-18 as the year of e-Pragati. The Praja Sadhikara survey undertaken by my government as a comprehensive exercise to gather socio-economic data of the people directly in digital form with online validation will be useful for welfare and development endeavors. My government believes in speedy implementation of economic reforms and effective fiscal management to alleviate poverty with sustained growth with an overarching objective of ensuring the fruits of development and welfare measures percolate down and reach the poorest of the poor. Reforms with a human face and welfare coupled with growth are our mantra to reach out to the needy sections. Manifold increase in the financial assistance being extended by the state to all the vulnerable sections of the population, including the categories of destitute women, aged persons, and differently abled through the NTR Bharosa scheme, has significantly enhanced their self-respect and financial independence. The monthly pension to destitute women and the aged has been raised from a meager 200 rupees to 1,000. The differently abled are also happy that their monthly pension has been raised to 1,500. Today, 45.68 lakh people are receiving these welfare pensions. It is a matter of immense satisfaction that my government is providing safety cover benefiting 3.94 crore BPL card holding families in the state through public distribution system. My government is supplying 5 kilos of rice per person at the rate of 1 rupee per kilo to the poor families. Despite additional burden on the state exchequer, we have enhanced payable margins of the ration shop dealers. Steps have also been taken to supply essential commodities Anganwadi workers for drawing the commodities through e-POS device at fair price shops. Use of technology and end-to-end computer solutions in effective supply of essential commodities under the PDS is resulting in significant savings to the government and has received huge accolades from various quarters. With a view to aiding every household in the celebration of their festivals, essential commodities are being provided through public distribution system under the Christmas gift, Sankranti Kanuka and Ramjan Tofa. My government is providing LPG connection to women of BPL families to reduce dependence on forest for firewood, improve their health status, remove drudgery due to conventional cooking, and improve the environment of the state. My government is taking necessary steps to declare Andhra Pradesh as cent% LPG connection, kerosene-free state by June 2017. A robust integrated institutional mechanism to deliver services through all the government programs, schemes and activities to eradicate poverty and enhance empowerment is put in place by my government. My government is keen on implementing the Anna NTR's Canteen, a scheme aimed at providing subsidized meal to the needy and poor people in the state. The scheme is proposed to be rolled out in all the municipal corporations in the state. My government has launched a Chandranna Bhima Social Security Scheme to provide relief to the families of unorganized workers in case of death or disability of the unorganized worker to mitigate the misery and hardship to their families. Under the scheme, an amount of rupees 5 lakhs is extended to accident, death and total disability, rupees 3,62,500 for partial disability, rupees 30,000 in case of natural death, and scholarship to the children of the worker to continue their education. We are planning to have more coordination of all the welfare activities and have a mechanism for assessment of effectiveness and efficiency of their service delivery. Several programs are being implemented for the welfare of the backward classes. More than 11 lakh students under backward classes are being extended scholarship. Interests of Kapu and Brahmin communities are also being protected through appropriate measures taken up by the corporations established for their welfare. My government has set up the Justice K. Manjunath Commission for Backward Classes to study the inclusion of Kapu community and other economically backward classes in the backward class category. After the submission of the Commission's report, my government will take necessary steps to implement the recommendations without hurting the interests of the backward classes. My government is supporting SC, ST, BC and Kapu students who are keen in pursuing higher studies abroad. Coaching is offered to 2,250 students for civil service examinations under the NTR Vidya Unnati scheme. 10.5 lakh SC households in the state whose monthly power consumption do not exceed 50 units are benefited under the free power scheme. 2.32 lakh ST households in the state have benefited from the electricity reimbursement scheme. Nearly 20 lakh students from the SC, ST, BC, EBC and minority communities are under the scholarship scheme. All the scholarship schemes are being implemented in online mode and paid in time with a transparent monitoring system. My government firmly believes that eradication of poverty is paramount for a happy, inclusive society. We are committed to fully support the economically backward classes and most backward classes. In addition to the tuition fee reimbursement scheme being implemented to the EBC students on saturation basis, we are also planning to extend financial support under the economic support schemes by creating a separate budget head to the economically backward classes. My government has come up with several programs for the socio-economic improvement of the Muslim and Christian communities, improving the classroom performance of the children and extending financial assistance, training and placement. Coaching for competitive examinations are being given to students from these communities. Imams and Mausams are paid honorarium through Waqf Board. We feel that traditional craftsmanship is perhaps the most tangible manifestation of intangible cultural heritage. To protect and preserve the skills and knowledge of these communities, financial support will be extended to artisans and craftsmen. My government is focused on the interventions of the holistic and sustainable development of the weavers community. Redressal of problems relating to handloom sector have been given top priority. A debt waiver scheme costing rupees 110 crore has been implemented to give relief to the weaver community from debt burden. Reflecting on the concerns of the handloom and powerloom sector weavers in the state, my government is committed to accelerate job creation and maximize economic value addition from manufacturing by building on the strengths of traditional crafts. Financial assistance is being offered to weavers through several schemes like yarn subsidy, interest subsidy, credit card scheme, marketing promotion and mudra scheme. Creating wealth and ensuring greater inclusiveness through harnessing the social capital to eradicate poverty has been the hallmark of my government. In a paradigm shift, under the program Pasupu Kunkuma, an amount of rupees 8,400 crores has been sanctioned to over 84 lakh self-help group women at rupees 10,000 per member under investment capital to the SHGs as capital infusion into their corpus, out of which 4,972 crores has been released to 82 lakh SHG members, both rural and urban, in the first phase. In addition, an amount of rupees 1,339 crores was paid to 6.2 lakh SHGs by the government of Andhra Pradesh towards interest redemption grant for the period from February 2014 to April 2015, taking the total scale of capital infusion to over 10,200 crore. SHGs are expected to leverage their increase in corpus to avail of loans from banks so that SHG members can increase the economic activities leading to a rise in income. My government believes that women are dynamic economic agents, not passive beneficiaries of social services, and is committed for the development of SHGs centering around women as a primary tool of poverty alleviation and empowerment of women. I am happy to announce that Andhra Pradesh is one of the few states in the optimal utilization category of NREGA funds provided by the central government to all the state governments. This demand-driven program has been useful not only for employment generation, but also for creation of assets, exemplified by the laying of nearly 9,900 kilometers of CC roads in our state under the scheme during the year. Equally noteworthy is the fact that 90% of the payments have been made to the involved workers within 15 days. To develop rural infrastructure and asset creation by different departments, convergence strategy has been implemented. Under this strategy, farm ponds, IHLS, vermicompost, horticulture, avenue plantation, construction of Anganwadi centers, Gram Panchayat buildings, Mandal buildings, CC roads, play fields, solid waste management and other necessary rural infrastructure has been developed. It is a matter of pride to know that Andhra Pradesh stands in the foremost position in the asset creation like farm ponds, vermicompost and CC roads. My government has initiated Smart Village, Smart Ward program for taking the state on an accelerated path of inclusive growth and sustainable development. The Smart Andhra Pradesh Foundation is playing an important role of proactive facilitation. The Swachha Andhra Corporation is established for working towards elimination open defecation, eradication of manual scavenging, solid and liquid waste management, waste to energy and zero waste villages, information, education and communication and capacity building activities to maintain the cleanliness and hygiene in urban and rural areas of Andhra Pradesh. 10% ODF of all panchayats by 2018 is our target. I am happy to share with you that the perception of surveys undertaken during the Janmabhoomi Maavuru program have been encouraging and to a large extent meeting our endeavour of achieving about 80% people satisfaction on the governance. It is heartening to note that a serious discussion is being initiated at the national level on the issue of conducting simultaneous elections to the state assemblies and Lok Sabha. Historically, they all began together, but over the years, for varied reasons, they were decoupled. Now, the situation has come to a stage that we conduct elections in significantly large parts of the country almost every year, if not throughout the year. Political parties and therefore governments continually have to keep an eye on the electoral calculations. This is bound to take its toll on governance, policy making and administration. My government is in full agreement with the elections to both the state assemblies and Lok Sabha to be held simultaneously so that governments of the state and the centre could pay their undivided attention to the issue of policy and governance during their tenures. My government will also go a step further and suggest that elections to the urban and rural local bodies also should be held within 1 year of the elections to the state and central legislative houses. This will give the governments a full 4 years of undistracted time to address issues of governance. In this regard, in order to take a considered view, it is desirable to have a national debate involving all sections of people. My government is taking short-term and long-term measures to overcome drought conditions prevailing in some parts of the state. Real-time monitoring will be done to address the needs of the people. Supply of water and fodder for livestock and managing borewells are some of the short-term measures. Long-term measures include interlinking of rivers, creating smart water grid and others. Release of input subsidy of rupees 605 crores for 2015-16 and proposals for rupees 1,762 crores for current year are being quantified for the relief of farmers. Employment will be generated through convergence of departments under the MG and REGS. Funds would not be a constraint for implementation of drought relief measures. As you are aware, the Union government has taken some measures to implement the provisions of the Reorganization Act, especially those pertaining to the establishment of academic, health and R&D institutions. However, the provision relating to railway zone for the new state still remains unaddressed. I want to assure the honourable members that my government will leave no stone unturned to bring railway zone to our state. My government is committed to establish the zone in Visakhapatnam. My government urges the Union government to develop a new major port at Dugirajapatnam, setting up of integrated steel plant in Kadapa district and metro rail facility in Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada regions. My government will pursue with the Union government for implementation of the provisions in the Reorganization Act for delimitation of constituencies and enhance the number of legislative assembly seats in the state from 175 to 225. You are all aware that the Reorganization Act has not addressed the financial and other imbalances that would befall our state. Special category status for the purpose of central assistance was not given legal sanction. In the light of the changed circumstances, especially after the 14th Finance Commission's recommendations, which treated all states, including special category states, for devolution of funds on the same footing, it suggests that the practice of according special category status is being discontinued. You are all aware that the states which presently have the status will cease to enjoy it from the end of this month. However, our consistent efforts to pressure and persuade the Union government have resulted in the announcement of the special assistance to our state in lieu of special category status. The Union government has given us to understand that all the support, concessions and assistance that would have accrued to the state under the special category status will be part of the special assistance. In fact, but for the name, everything that would have accrued to the state under the SCS would be available to the state under the special assistance. My government wants the special assistance to be accorded legal sanction. My government will achieve legal sanction to the special assistance program. The importance of law and order for the development of society and its prosperity cannot be overemphasized. My government gives top priority to maintaining peace and order in the state. Safety of life and property gives confidence to the people. They can go about the economic pursuits without fear. Peaceful atmosphere is an additional and important consideration for investors to prefer our state as their destination. Use of technology, not only in detecting crimes, but also to preventing them, is a priority for my government. Deployment of high-end technologies such as CCTV cameras for surveillance, drones, body-worn cameras and advanced forensic techniques are a priority for my government. The message from my government is simple and straight. There is no place for elements who break law and try to create disorder and unrest in our state. My government pays special attention to the safety and security of women in the state. Corruption is a problem that has serious implications to the economy and causes social instability. Digital technology will be used effectively to fight corruption. My government, while putting in place efficient methods to detect and punish the offenders, wishes to encourage honest people and promote a strong moral and ethical system for transparent governance. While the achievements are encouraging, I am optimistic that concerted efforts are required from all the stakeholders of the development process to sustain the growth momentum and realize the vision. Let me reiterate that my government is committed towards fulfilling all its promises. Pragati Palalu, Akari Vyakti Varaku, Cherala and Na Prabhutvam, Krishi Chestundi. Andhra Pradesh, Rashtani, Arogyanga, Andani Kalpukoni, Shantiyutanga, Pragatishila Patamlo, Naripinchi, Prapanchamlone, Atyunnata Rashtanga, Chichididhaniki, Avishrama Krishi Chestuni, Nenu Hami Istunnanu.
Yadabanya ni Telangana, highly objectionable. Mana Telangana Nandi. Ni Telangana. Nu Dachina Telangana ni. It's absolutely very highly objectionable Adhyaksha. Maati ki maatladinappudu na biddalu na Telangana